Hey guys, welcome to The Distance, Atlanta Track Club's hub for the resources you need to stay active during this time of social distancing. I'm Justin Gaymon, here to do another fun, unique, and challenging, but overall great way to exercise plyo class. Let me turn that music down a little bit. So today's class, like the others, are a lot of fun and a good way to kind of mix up your routine if you're a runner or a walker. The plyo class is really good, like I said, for building up that strength, coordination. Really, it's a good cardio workout too. We're gonna be breathing pretty heavily, getting our sweat on. But I really want you guys throughout this class to focus more on, good morning, Jake Rooney. Oh yeah, good seeing you on that Saturday, it was awesome. Go Dogs for sure. Got my red on today. But yeah, the class basically, a lot of fun. I want you guys to focus more on that building progression, right? So I'd like to see you guys watching week after week, and you'll see yourself get kind of better and better at each of these jumps that we're doing. We do a lot of the same jumps throughout each week so that you can kind of see progression there. So focus on that progression. If you're not able to jump through your roof, or you're not able to kind of have the consistency that you want with each jump, totally fine as long as you're working towards progression. So we'll do that together. So basically what the class entails is we're gonna do 10 different jumps and we're gonna go for 30-second intervals, meaning 30 seconds of jumping followed by 30 seconds of rest. And we'll repeat that 10 times. After we finish jump number 6, we'll take an additional 2 minutes of rest. So you'll be able to get some water and rehydrate during that extended period of time and really get your breath back. But again, like I said earlier, don't worry about jumping out the roof. Just try to have that consistent effort throughout today's workout, and focus on, if you're not able to do one of the jumps very well today, come back next week and you'll likely see yourself getting a little bit better. So we'll get better by better, a little better every week. So what to expect today? First, we're gonna do a little bit of warming up with some active stretching. Then we'll get into the workout, and then we'll do a brief cool down. So without further ado, let's do a bit of that active stretching, and let's begin that right now. First we'll do just some arm circles, doing the same thing pretty much each week. I'll step back and let you see what that looks like. So we're gonna just rotate our arms forward like this in a circular motion for the arm circles. Get our body nice and warmed up with some active stretching and active movements. Let's go ahead and do those arm circles in the opposite direction. And this is bothering me. I gotta move this. I usually move this out the way so you can't see it. I want to have a really clean background. Next, we're gonna do some ankle rotations. So I'll step back and show you what they look like. We're just gonna rotate our ankle like this, our foot like this in a circular motion. Get that part of the body warmed up. Kind of get the calves warmed up, all of those areas around the ankle. Some of those small muscles in the feet get warmed up here. The Achilles. Let's go in the opposite direction with those ankle rotations. You know what? I think my light turned off. That's better. And let's go ankle rotations on the other side, the left leg. Today's workout is going to be, I think the last couple were pretty hard, pretty challenging. All of them are challenging, but I think the last couple were a bit more than usual. Ankle rotations in the opposite direction. I think today's going to be a little bit dialed back. in compared to the last couple of workouts. We're going to be doing a lot of kind of jump roping variations that I think are fun to do. So that'll be fun, we'll see. Let's do some hip circles. We'll put our hands on our hips and go ahead and rotate. Bring it around town. Let's go ahead and change directions with that hip circle. Now my right hip is feeling kind of tight. I went for like a 2-mile run yesterday, which for me as a former sprinter, 2 miles is like a long run. So that was, I kind of think I might have tweaked something a little bit. So hip circles are helping me feel a little better about, I think I tweaked something in my my right glute a little bit on the upper end. But feeling all right. Next, let's do some leg swings. And you can put your hand on a wall or something like that and just kind of start swinging your right leg. Let's kind of begin low and gradually build higher and higher. I was going to say, you definitely want to make sure that you do some sort of active warm-up. I believe before any activity, even if you're going out for a light run, if you're like, oh, I'm just going to get in a mile for today, or I'm just going to go out and take it really easy, I still think it's really beneficial to go ahead and do a bit of active stretching before. One, it definitely gets your muscles prepared for what you're about to do, so you're less likely to incur any injuries. Gets the blood flowing, and it kind of also just adds a little bit to the workout too. A little bit of an additional workout. Let's do leg swings. On the opposite side, we'll swing our left. Step back some more. We'll build up nice and slow. Try to keep your leg fairly straight. When it comes forward, you can bend it on the way back. It's really a hip. It's a stretch for you're going to feel it in your hips. You're going to feel it in your quads on the way back and your glutes on the way forward. So it's kind of like glutes, quads, and hip warm up. Cool. And we're going to continue stretching our quads and glutes we're going to pull our right leg up and then pull it back. Kind of the same motion that we just did, but a little bit of a different format. Again, I always say I like this stretch because it really requires a bit of stabilization. You have to use your balance. So it's somewhat of a workout too. Trying to engage your core to stay straight and upright without falling over. Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Left leg, and pull up, and then pull back. I always kind of think too, even when I'm stretching, try to keep good form. So try to keep your back tall, try to keep your chin level with the ground. And you'll see when I pull up, my toe is not hanging down, but it's coming up as well. Because that's the form you want to have when you're running. So you just want to try to focus on throughout, even your stretching and your warming up, having proper form because you want to practice how you want to compete. So, and build those good habits. So, without further ado, we're going to get into the workout now. That kind of concludes our warm-up section. So, I'm going to do our first one in about 25 seconds now. The first thing we'll do is really a continuation of that warm-up with just running in place. It'll look just like this. Getting our knees up, using our arms, keeping our back tall, like I said, chin level, and keeping that dorsiflexion, which means that toe pointed upwards and not hanging down. That's the big thing with hurdles. I was a former hurdler. When you keep your toe down, that's when you hit hurdles. So you gotta keep that up. So if any of you wanna become hurdlers, that's a good tip. That's where you start today. So, all right, I'm gonna get my clock going. Get my timer going. We're gonna begin running in place in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Start running in place. Just like so. Nice and easy. Got about 15 more seconds. Just again, we're gonna do each workout we do, each jump really will do for 30 seconds, followed by 30 seconds of rest. 3, 2, 1, go. We're done. Had a notification. All right. Next, we're gonna do jump rope side to sides. So you get an imaginary jump rope, and you just kind of hop with your feet together, side to side. So we'll begin that in pretty much about 5 more seconds. So get your jump rope ready. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Jump rope side to side. Keep the feet together. Stay on your toes. Good. About 15 more seconds left. About 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Good. Next, we're going to do a jump that's a bit involving coordination. We're going to hop twice on each foot and then alternate. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Try to keep that knee up as you're alternating. So stay in your toes and alternate. We're going to begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Staying on our toes, alternating with each 2 steps. Keep that knee up. Got about 11 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Like that one involves a bit of coordination, a bit of balancing with your core. Next, we're gonna do high knee jumps. So this one's a bit more challenging. We're gonna just basically jump and get our knees up high, then reset. Jump, get our knees up high. Let's focus on getting high, not jumping a million times, but focus on getting good high jumps. Good in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, high knee jumps. Pop up, get the knees up. Pop up, and get the knees up. Try your best to jump and land in the same spot. Use those arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Last one before we get our 2-minute rest. Pretty easy one. We'll do jump rope with hopping on our toes, forward and backwards. So going forward and backwards with an imaginary jump rope. Begin that in 10 seconds. We'll keep our feet together as we hop backwards and forwards. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Going backwards and forwards with our toes on our toes, feet together. Try to have that consistent effort, consistent height throughout. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll take our additional 2-minute break now. So go ahead and grab some water. Whew. It's been, I think, a good one so far. We're really firing up the calf muscles with those jump ropes. Next, you know what? I really want to get an actual real jump rope to show that, but maybe next week. Next, once we come back from our 2-minute break, we're gonna do jump rope twists. So they'll look just like this. You're basically just twisting your hips from side to side while doing that imaginary jump rope. We got another minute and 30 seconds until we begin that. So, grab that water, keep loose. We're gonna do the jump rope twists, followed by squat jumps, then do jumping jacks, and we'll end it with the dreaded burpees. So, good stuff coming up. We've got about 50 more seconds until we begin the next one. Thirty more seconds left. And again, remember, try to keep your back nice and tall throughout. Keep that chin level. Keep good form throughout. We're gonna begin jump rope twists in about 10 seconds. So let's get in position. They look just like this again. Begin jump rope twist in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Jump rope twists. Got about 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Next, gonna do squat jumps. So go ahead and squat down, about a quarter squat, and then thrust up. So you're gonna bring your arms out, and thrust up. Just like that. Squat down about a quarter of the way, then pop up. We'll begin in about 5 seconds with those squat jumps. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I don't want to hit that. Try to get that consistency. 3. Just try to have really explosive jumps each time. We got about 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and good. Good. You know what? I'm pretty sure I skipped one earlier. So I'm gonna throw that one in after these jumping jacks. So we'll do jumping jacks next. Just like this, nice and easy jumping jacks. We got about 10 more seconds till we do that. Yeah, I skipped one earlier, sorry. Jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. So, now I gotta think. The one I skipped was kind of tough, so I don't want to do that before burpees. Oh, what I skipped? Yeah, I skipped. Okay, I see what I skipped. Jumping jacks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I skipped our fourth one, sorry. This is what it is. It was supposed to be a quick jump rope running in place. So a quick flip like that. So we'll do it now. I know you thought you were almost done, but we're gonna throw it in here. We don't want to cut ourselves short. So quick running, quick steps, imaginary jump rope, just like that. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Quick steps. This is good for coordination. A little bit of an endurance one. 15 more seconds. Three, 2, 1, good. All right, last, we have burpees. I know we kind of did a tough one, so I'm gonna add an additional 10 more seconds of rest before we do burpees, just because I want these to be good quality ones. So burpees, plank, pop up, jump. So plank to pop up to jump up. Plank, pop up, jump up. We'll begin that in about 12 more seconds. I'm giving you an additional 10 seconds because I threw that quick step jump rope in there. We begin plank burpees in 3, 2, 1. Burpees, plank, pop up, jump. Got about 10 more seconds. Keep it up. Let's finish strong. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. All right, now we're nice and good. We're done. That was the final one. We almost only did 9, but we got that 10 in, so glad I realized that. Let's go ahead and get some water. You might want to kind of stretch out a little bit. We're going to begin our cool down in about a minute or so. I think that was a good fun one. Had a few different jump rope variations. I picked up a few of those from Couture Orgy. If you're familiar, she's Olympic triple jumper, a member of the Atlanta Track Club elite team. I was asking her for some plyo tips, seeing some of the things that she does, and she suggested the jump rope twists and those other jump rope variations. So shout out to Couture Orgy. We're gonna begin our cool down in a couple of seconds here. We'll get right into it. I know our heart rate is still up a bit. That was a challenge. Those last few burpees, yeah, they got me. But let's get right into the cool down stretching. Simple toe touch. We'll stretch the big 5 muscle groups: the hamstrings, hip flexors, calves, glutes, and quads. So we'll just hang down for a simple toe touch to stretch those hamstrings. I always feel it a bit in my calves as well. All right, next we're gonna do a hip flexor stretch. We're just gonna take our right leg back. I guess that would be your left. Right leg back or left. Bring the other one forward like so. Then I'm gonna reach up to the sky. Should feel a nice stretch in your hip flexor area. And if you want to lean a bit to the inside, you'll be able to elongate a bit more and feel a deeper stretch. Cool. go ahead and change sides. Yep, go ahead and change sides with that hip flexor stretch. If you want to put your arm up nice and straight. And if you want to bend to the inside, or really bend to the outside, excuse me, you'll feel a bit deeper of a stretch, kind of coming all the way up from your hips into that psoas area. Cool. Next, we'll do a calf stretch. We're just going to go ahead and put our right leg forward. We can bend the left and just stretch down towards the right foot. Feeling a stretch in the calf. Okay, cool. Let's switch sides. We're going to bend the right a bit. Try to keep the left as straight as you can and bend towards the left foot. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. I do these static stretches for about usually 20 to 25 seconds is a good number to count down towards. Let's do a glute stretch. Actually, let's do a quad stretch. Glutes are last. So if you want to put your hand against a wall or an object to kind of balance yourself, or just kind of go it on your own, we'll just pull our left leg back for a quad stretch, right here in the quads. Again, try to stay tall. Might have to use your core a bit to stabilize. All right, let's switch sides. And we'll do a quad stretch with the opposite leg. Just pull it on back. Stand nice and tall and try to feel that stretch in your quad. All right. Lastly, we'll do that glute stretch, and then we'll be done with today's class. We'll go ahead and bend slightly with our left leg, and then bring the right over. And if you want to push down on that right leg a little bit, you'll feel a stretch in your right glute. So again, bend one leg, cross the other over it for that glute stretch. I tend to feel this in my lower back as well, which is bothering me a little bit. Cool. Let's go ahead and switch sides. And if you want to continue this cool down with some more additional stretching, definitely think that's not a bad idea. And if you want to follow me or come back for any other additional classes, definitely recommend, if you feel like it, doing a bit more of a warm-up. If you want to do maybe a 2 or 3 minute jog first, or even if you want to do your Wednesday workout or your Wednesday run and then do my plyo class after that, that's actually a pretty good idea as well. Not a bad one. So again, I'm Justin Gaymon. This is the distance. These classes that Atlanta Track Club is hosting, you can find them on thedistance.atlantatrackclub.org. We have classes on Monday, mine is Wednesday, Friday. There's other really good content on the distance, everything from stuff that can help you kind of keep your kids active. I know a lot of us have kids at home who are going kind of stir crazy, so there's a lot of fun games on there you can play with them that'll get them active in the backyard or even in the living room. So check out, the distance.atlantatrackclub.org. Hope you guys had a good workout today and hope to see you guys back here next Wednesday here in beautiful Smyrna in my garage. So enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks again.